Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome to Minoria. It's a Metroidvania, and I think every single character is a woman. So I brought Shell along to voice said women, because that gets problematic when I try and do it. Because I only have, like, 2 female voices. One is a horrifying old woman, and one is kind of generic falsetto Wander. Neither of which are particularly good. Anyway, bit of background for the game. So, like I said, Metroidvania, it's made by Bombservice, and I think published by Ding Entertainment? I'm not entirely sure. The key rolled in, like, 5 minutes before, this. Actually, it was a good thing we waited. Anyway, let's see. So, the one thing to note is that this is made by the Momodora people, and seems to have very similar overtures, so it's probably going to be very similar across the board.
And all that I know of it is that, witches are reviled, and there's an enclave of nuns.
Yep.
That are tasked with battle nuns.
Probably.
That are tasked with
it's always battle nuns or
everything.
battle priestesses. You used to use a maple leaf as a weapon, but I think now we actually get to use a sword. I'm going to turn that up a bit.
Please adjust the brightness until the flower is visible.
I prefer my games bright.
Year 1203 of the Remesian calendar. A forbidden ceremony launched the Holy Kingdom of Remesia into a large-scale conflict against witchcraft. Weeks later, the ruling princesses were kidnapped and held captive by the heretics. Desperate measures were taken, as expeditions of nuns departed toward the capital. The church proclaims these sisters to be the only ones able to purify the witch threat. Now, their faith is the only hope to triumph over heresy. Is this the main protagonist, do you think?
I don't think so. She doesn't have a hat.
The main protagonist has a hat?
I think so.
Interesting. And yeah, look at those corpses. They're on fire. With several rapiers stuck in them?
Mm-hmm.
Which corpses? The other sisters shouldn't be too far ahead. Let's keep going in this direction. The princess! We must hurry. Sisters Semilla, this area is infested with witches. It is our duty to purify them at all costs. I'm only a novice, but I hope to provide sufficient assistance to you.
I feel like she should sound girlier. Like
girlier? The thing is, they all might sound really girly.
Mm-hmm. But she's like the young novice.
She is?
Mm-hmm. Well, she says she's a novice.
Oh, I'm only a novice. No, that's true. I can make it higher pitched. She also has the freckles and everything. Little braided pigtails. Their ceremony has already begun. We do not have much time. Let's proceed in search of the princess. Do you think the protagonist will be a silent one then? Oh, did you see you have a crown above your head? Is it akin to holy magic?
There's a little crown going on in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think the protagonist last time was also wearing a crown. So this one's in full 3D. Last one was like 32-bit. This is a bit of a style change for them.
Oh, is that akin to a voodoo doll?
Yeah, probably. Go back a bit. Seeing as this was an option. Yep.
Oh, there's something shiny over there. Oh, it's a bush that propels you upwards? Whoop!
So I think I'm gonna need a double jump or something before I can go this way. I don't remember nuns dressing like that. Yeah, I'm pretty... I can't tell if those are tights or that's like...
I think she has a really, really short set of shorts or a skirt.
I am unsure on that one. I mean,
they could be long white leggings, but I can't tell in the light. It looks like the same tone as her flesh.
Considering, let's see. They like to show, well, mostly T and a little bit of A in some of this, so, like, there are going to be a couple of goofy bosses that we're gonna fight here, guaranteed.
Oh, I already saw the succubus one in the trailer.
Yeah. Like, I like the games by these people, but, now. I'm gonna say their use of cleavage is a little bit on the gratuitous side of things.
This looks like a safe area, Sister Semilla. Perhaps we can rest here for a bit. Well,
You should probably read it out, because I bet if I hit A, it switches to her dialogue.
Okay, what do you think she should sound like?
She should probably sound more serious.
Okay, she'll sound like the first voice I used, probably.
Yeah.
What's wrong? I'm sorry. It's just... To tell you the truth, I'm very scared. This is my first time in a mission like this. I trust your combat abilities, though, Sister Semilla. Please do not misunderstand. I'm sure we will do well. I have faith in us.
Okay.
Oh, so at the inkwell you can save.
Yep, save and heal and so on and so forth. Let's see. So this one has RPG leveling. I'm gaining EXP from these enemies.
Oh, so she's Sister Fran.
Mm-hmm.
Princess... What was it, Amelia?
Yep.
Princess Amelia is somewhere in this cathedral. You must hurry to save her.
Oh. New chat available.
You're doing well so far. Don't let your guard down, Sister Semilla.
Well, that's kind of nice. I appreciate that they're trying to have more, like, characterization in this one, and character dialogue. Hopefully we get a map at some point.
Is that a witch?
Might have been. There's a parry system that I gotta keep in mind. Wow. That's a jump.
Could you imagine fields of those flowers? People would be bouncing all over the place. Oh no.
Yeah, other nuns.
Other nuns?
Probably got a boss coming up, maybe. Because I know that these games have pretty impressive bosses from what I remember. Because, yeah,
Oh, is that the princess? With the little horn crown?
I think so. Their animations are pretty choppy.
Cornered like a rat, princess. Now, if you cooperate and return... Silence, witch! You disgrace these grounds by wearing the attire of the Order. This is not the time for your religious fantasies, Your Highness. Huh? I didn't expect to find more nuns around here. I thought I got rid of every one of you. Are you here to rescue Your Majesty? This is what she is now. Look at her. Your kind wouldn't even consider her human at this point. Point your crosses at her and burn her alive. Pass your sacred judgment. I'm waiting, children of God. So, one moment, because you can pause at this point.
Yeah.
So, did they make her into a demon? She has horns now.
Yeah, they might be doing something to her. Because both of them have horns. All of them have horns? I'm not sure.
Just maybe different varieties of horns. Wait, why is this a mistake? Because this, Wait, was the previous dialogue from that woman or was it from the other girl?
No, it's all from the woman in black. The lady in front hasn't said anything yet. She's probably Liz.
Why did the color of the text change?
I don't know.
It was gold and now it's silver.
Don't know.
Should it be Liz or Lise?
Don't know.
Or Liz?
Doesn't matter.
Maybe Liz.
Liz will be dead soon.
Oh no. Liz, the ceremony is not yet complete. I trust you can handle those two. Leave it to me. Blossoming Witch Lizette.
Okay, that's how I heal. Yep.
Did you die?
Yeah, I died. I didn't remember which button was heal. Because I didn't need to heal yet. Ah, that's how I heal. I don't know if those boxes really have much use.
You're doing well so far. Don't let your guard down. Yeah, right. That was the one from before. So are some of the background elements 2D? And then the characters themselves are 3D with some of the foreground elements?
I mean, chances are the whole thing's laid out in like Unity or something, and it's just 2D layers. Okay, can we skip this? Oh, do they do contact damage?
Oh, and the thing is, she took off 1/3 of your health, too. Oh, yeah. There's a melee range attack.
Yeah, so they might do contact damage.
Mother Seora, bring me something.
Your protection.
Your protection. There's the flowers. I was wondering when they'd pop up. Because prior it just looked like she had crystal daggers or blades coming at you. As opposed to thorns. Oh. Well. What?
Wow.
She burst into a bunch of flowers?
Flowers and blood.
Flower confetti.
Flower fetty.
Flower fetty. Oh, before we continue, did you update everything?
Yeah, everything's updated.
Okay, sorry, you'll have to remember to cut this.
Keep going.
Are you hurt, Princess Amelia? Not much, sister. I appreciate your help. I assume you are under the Sacred Office's orders.
Wow.
What? Oh no. And that's just from breathing.
Wow.
Members of the Inquisition? Yes, Your Majesty. I'm Sister Anna Fran, and this is Sister Semilla. You fight well. That woman you just defeated was no common witch. There are others like her, sinners who stand against our kingdom. We must be very careful. The ceremony is progressing swiftly. While you have done well in rescuing me, there's more to be done. First, we must head to the library. It's a safe spot. Where's that, Your Majesty? A bit further ahead, but not too far. I will know when we are nearby. Be wary of ambushes on your way there. I've seen corpses of nuns around. The witches hunt our presence. Understood. We'll be careful. The princess is with us now. Let's head to the library to keep her safe.
Interesting, we get little black and white butterflies around us.
Hmm.
So apparently she is canonically wearing leggings.
No, okay, that's good.
Because that is a deep cut there. Oh, I gained 2 levels from that. So this seems to be a little bit more... This seems to be a little bit more in line with the Symphony of the Night and like DS Castlevania games, which is kind of neat. So, I guess you didn't even play Bloodstained with me. Well, when they add co-op to Bloodstained, we'll play through it together.
Oh, right. That was one where you were fighting a number of demons and vampires and such, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, are these crypts? Locked.
Let's see.
Why did they call that Mercy Cellar?
Dunno. Might even be a boss named Mercy in there. I could be
I don't
wrong.
know if it's a dungeon, so those that they are merciful to, they just imprison for life. Is that what they consider their form of mercy? Or is it just a crypt that's named after a founder whose name was Mercy? Who knows? We'll see.
Let's see. But yeah, so the previous... Ow. The previous, whoops. Wow.
Those
Healing
guys are
is
quite the bombardiers.
fast in this game. Okay, white incense. Obtained. I can't switch between them, but I guess that's another healing item. I don't remember if the last one had RPG leveling, but it was much more just kind of an regular indie Metroidvania where you were just exploring fighting items, and that would be how you upgraded yourself. This one seems to have actual leveling, which
this room is completely bloodstained. There are so many corpses around.
Let's see, so we can go up or down. I guess let's go up, because it seems like it's going to be easier to come and go. Oh. But yeah, so it's interesting to see the RPG leveling included. I mean, honestly, it's interesting to see... we're starting to get to that point where a lot of...
that guy has... What? He's holding...
Yeah.
I don't know what that cage was for.
Well, it's like a...
Incense?
Japanese chant staff kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, too.
That I've seen them before in other things, but
usually they have a circle with a bunch of chains hanging from it. Or ringlets, I should say.
I've seen the ones with the talismans, too.
Mm-hmm.
Touch
A
vessel?
vessel?
You gain the charged attack ability. Hold down the melee attack button to unleash a new special attack.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, but I only have a couple of charges of that. So... Who's the dev on this one? Bomb something. You know what? You'll have to check the Steam store. I said it in the very beginning, and I've totally forgotten the rest. But it's interesting to kind of see, because these people have actually made quite a number of these. Because there's Momodora 1, 2, I think even 3. And then Reverie Under the Moonlight. Bombservice, there we go.
Oh, okay.
And then they've made this one. And it's really fascinating to see the progression between each game. Because there's a lot of indie developers that like kind of make 1 or 2 games and then fail. And so it's kind of fun to see an indie developer that has, one, stuck largely to the same genre, but also iterated every single time in kind of an interesting way. I don't know.
Under the rule of this house, I must confess, for I have broken my vows of obedience and chastity. 2 nights ago, I was indecent and acted impulsively. I want to regret these actions. If only it hadn't felt so good. Oh, forgive me, Reverend Mother. Also, was that something hanging on the wall?
It was one of the, I think it was one of the prayer staffs.
Okay.
And also a picture of some lady.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So, I don't know if it's the witches turned nuns that had sinned into those weird creatures, or if it was just that they were the ones that fell prey first, or even allowed the witches in.
I am unsure. It's almost always like this location was kind of bad to begin with.
Or maybe they want to slowly illustrate throughout the game that the church is
Isn't
the
good.
oppressive one.
I mean, last time the witch was also bad, so I don't know if they're gonna shake much up with this plot or not.
Oh, is that a spirit? The library is just ahead. Please follow me. At a snail's pace. Yes, this will do nicely.
It is currently illuminating my pantaloons. Let us save it for a little while.
Illuminating your pantaloons. Thankfully, blah, 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 blah. Thankfully, we arrived safely. Sisters of the Order, this is the secret library, shelter for the royalty in times of need. I'll be staying here for my own safety. The witches are unaware of this area. Okay. Your Majesty, we were part of a group of nuns that was headed to the cathedral. A blizzard caught us and we were set apart. Me and Sister Semilla had to take some... You'll find no living nun in these Did you push it ahead, or did she just cut her off? I think she interrupted. You will find no living nun in these premises, save for the two of you. That's terrible. The cathedral's halls have been stained with the blood of those who devoted themselves to the gods. We have been outmatched by the enemy. Darkness leaks from every corner. No. You must find my younger sister, Poem, and stop her. She is responsible for the witch's ceremony, and for putting a curse on me. If she's allowed to do what she wants, more innocent lives will be sacrificed. Her madness needs to end. Poem should be in the castle. Your Majesty, how may we get there? The main entrance is locked by a barrier, a type of protective witchcraft. I'm afraid you won't be able to do much against it, but... That woman from before, the one dressed in black, she is a traitor to the church, previously known as Sister thwart. Find her. She must know something about the barrier. A traitor? But then, will she cooperate with us? We'll make her talk. You nuns have your methods. Your Majesty, I won't yield to my sister and abandon our people. Find Sister thwart, the traitor. Even her poisonous tongue might still be of use to us.
Have I ever actually... Oh, there's another character.
There's another character. I thought there were no more nuns available. Well, or living. Witches can be damaged. Oh.
You don't need to do this.
Okay, that's fine.
Sword and cross. I'm just gonna be flipping through these because some of this is actually kind of important. You just talk about whatever. Seeing as you were reacting to the plot. Well, continue what you were saying while I read this.
Oh, well, there almost seems to be a tinge of... Oh, how would I describe it? Malice in... I mean, obviously, the princess is upset that her sister and a number of other nuns had betrayed the kingdom and the church. But it's interesting how she mentioned that the nuns had their methods, and it makes it sound like they're not... It's not unknown to them to use methods like torture in order to get things out of witches. And it seemed to surprise Fran. So you're just reading about combat?
Yeah, so they confirmed it. So in the previous Momodora game, if you can beat the bosses flawlessly, you get a bonus item.
Oh.
But
by flawlessly, you mean without taking any damage?
yeah. I'm not sure if I want to do that, though, because I remember in Reverie Under the Moonlight, it was nightmarish trying to get all of them, at least, like, with my skill level and, like, desire to put an effort into things. I know it's helpful. It just sucks a bit, because it's just like, because effectively, every time you fight them, if you take a hit, you have to kill yourself.
One thing that bothers me, first off, there are so many candles, and they're all dripping wax everywhere. But the other thing I've noticed too is that the flames aren't, the halo of light isn't centered on the flame.
Oh yeah, it's on the
centered
candle
on
itself.
the candle. If it was centered around the flame, they'd be a bit more realistic. Sister, find the traitor. We might be able to get something out of her regarding the barrier.
Probably the shop.
Hello there, and welcome. My name is Harina. This library is a special place, connected to many others. I am the one in charge of it. Are you heading to the castle? That area isn't safe anymore. There are witches all over. Since you are around, why not take a look at some of the stuff I've got for sale? Some of it might prove to be useful. You never know. What can I do for you? Sorry, you don't have enough for that. Yep.
I have no silver coins.
You'll need to collect them then.
Wait, I have one. What?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Do you have what you need?
Oh, price 1 versus 3.
Yeah. Black incense. So is that a lesser healing potion, or...? I wonder if the library has some fairy tales. As a child, my favorite was The Maiden in White. Oh, there's definitely a pile of books.